The admission of the inmate process involves the capturing of the inmate's core personal information, next of kin information, take a facial photo, and scan fingerprints. The admission process starts from the facility front page. To admit an inmate, click on the Admission menu, and then the Admit Inmates submenu. The grid will list all active body receipts in the process of admitting inmates. The grid displays the body receipt date, time, body receipt number, from where the inmates are received, and the receive type. It also shows the number of inmates to be received, already admitted, and already received into custody. Select the relevant body receipt for inmate admission. The body receipt list page displays the inmates already admitted against the selected body receipt. To admit inmates, click Add New. For biometric admissions, click on the Biometrics Available button. The inmate's finger is scanned to verify if this is a new inmate or returning inmate against fingerprints already stored in the system. A pop-up will indicate the verification result. The user can cancel or confirm the verification result. In this case, confirming the new inmate admission. For new inmates, the registration personal information must all be captured, including detention type, next court date, and next of kin core information. Next, the fingerprints are scanned. Click on the Save and Enroll Fingerprints button. The Enroll Fingerprint window will open. The number of fingers to be enrolled are predefined, in this case 10. The system allows the user to indicate missing fingers that can't be scanned. This is done by clicking on the finger image to get the X and gray finger image. The fingers are scanned sequentially, one after the other. The system will indicate a successful enrolled finger with a green finger image. When all fingers have been scanned, a pop-up will confirm enrollment complete. Click on the OK button to continue. The admission inmate page will again be displayed. Note that the system has already allocated a unique inmate number for the new inmate. The next step is to take a facial photo of the inmate. Click on the Save and Take Photo button. Photos are taken via webcams. Click Start Camera to activate the camera. Click on the snap icon to take the photo. If the photo is acceptable, click on the Save icon. If it was not, the photo can be retaken by clicking on the X icon. Click Done Capturing Image. The inmate's basic information has been captured. Click on the Save button to complete the process. The process for a returning inmate is a bit shorter and faster. It also starts with clicking Add New and the clicking on the Biometrics button. The returning inmate's finger is scanned and verified against fingerprints already stored in the system. The pop-up will indicate the verification result, a returning inmate, also displaying the facial photo of the matched inmate. The user confirms the verification result. For returning inmates, all previous basic information is displayed. The new court date are captured, and an indication if the inmate is admitted for a new case or existing case. Click Save to complete the admission process for the returning inmate. After the inmates have been admitted, they are still in the reception holding cells. The next step is to move the inmates into the facility. This is done by the Receive Inmates process. Click on the Receive Inmates menu, and then select Biometrics Available option. The biometrics page will list all inmates currently in the reception being admitted. The inmate's finger is scanned as they exit the reception, entering the facility. The system will update the inmate's status to fully admitted. When the process is completed, click the Done button. Detention warrants are captured for each inmate admission. This is normally done after the inmates have fully been admitted. Each inmate must have a detention warrant. To capture detention warrants, the user clicks on the Capture Warrants menu. The Body Receipts with Outstanding Warrants grid list all the records where not all the warrants have been captured. The column Incomplete Warrants indicates the number of missing warrants still to be captured. Select the relevant body receipt record to capture the warrants against. The next page, the Warrants grid, will list all the inmates admitted against the selected body receipt, indicating the status of the warrants captured. To capture a detention warrant for an inmate, click on the Add Warrant button, which will activate the warrant capture wizard. The J7 warrant is used mostly for all admissions and detentions. The system currently also caters for mental health warrants and 2 foreigner detention warrants. The J7 radio button is selected by default. Click the Next button to capture the J7 warrants information. The J7 warrant page has a number of fields that can be captured, some mandatory and other optional. Let's complete some of the fields and save the warrant. Note how the birth date is calculated when the age is captured. Charges are captured for the warrant. Note the input-sensitive list. As you capture, the list is filtered. Capture the next court appearance information, the court's name, and also the relevant bail information, as applicable. Click on the Save button to create and save the warrant information. The warrants captured for this admission are shown against the inmate in the warrant grid. The user is able to capture all the warrants for the specific body receipt. Capturing of each inmate admission must be verified, and the fact must be recorded. This is called admission certification. It is done per inmate, per body receipt. There are two reports that are produced and printed during admission: the body receipt report and the inmate admission detail report. The body receipt report is per body receipt and lists all the inmates for that admission. The inmate admission report reflects the admission detail for the inmate. After the reports have been produced, printed, and verified by the supervisor, the system should be updated. To certify admission, the user clicks on the Certify Admissions menu. The Body Receipts Not Certified grid lists all body receipts with inmates admitted not yet certified. Select the relevant body receipt for certification. The next page will list all inmates for the body receipt. The list indicates inmates admitted, already certified, and those not yet certified. Select the inmates whose admission has been verified, and where the certification needs to be captured. Click on the Certify button. Confirmation of the step will be requested via the standard pop-up window. The updated grid indicates the certifications after the confirmation. All inmates admitted must be orientated. To confirm inmates' orientation, the system allows the user to record the inmate's orientation. Click on the Confirm Orientation menu. The grid will list all inmates that have not yet been orientated. When orientation has been done, that fact will be captured into the system. The user captures the date the orientation was given into the text box. Select the inmates that attended the orientation by ticking them in the tick box. Click on the Confirm button to process the transaction. Confirmation will be requested via the standard pop-up window. Inmates not yet orientated will remain on the list. The final step of the admission process is the recording of additional inmate information, for instance the medical health information and risk profile. Select the relevant inmate to open the Inmate 1 page. Select the Medical Concern menu to list all medical concerns for the inmate. For new inmates, the list will be empty. Click the Add New button to add any medical concerns during admission. The Medical Concern grid will list the new medical concern captured. For the risk profile, select the Security Risk menu. Record the risk profile indicators. For escape, self-harm, suicide, healthcare, and violent behavior. Click Save when completed. Note how the dashboard gauges came to live on the Inmate 1 page. We can also capture some skills for the inmate. Select the Skills menu and record the reading and writing skills of the inmate. Work experience can also be recorded if needed. Click the Save button when completed. The admission process is now complete. Let's show some interesting items on the 1 page. The inmate's detention report can be viewed and printed. The inmate's movement history can be viewed and exported to Excel. The inmate's warrants can be viewed and drilled into. And the inmate's fingerprints, scanned, can also be viewed. There are many more items that have not been shown in this video clip. Thank you.